downtown before I hit the road. And it was hot. I said, man, point that fan at me. But the prettiest young thing I ever saw.
Oh, the cold weather is certainly helping set the stage for what should be a physical primetime contest at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium. Tonight we start Week 11 of the NFL season with a good one on tap, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Primetime. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line, so this is going to come out to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here we go, slide.
On the ground, this is Quinshon Judkins. And space tough to come by there as they get maybe a yard to the 37. You look at this Steeler defense. There are 32 teams in the NFL, and they're just better than 50% of them at defending the pass, number 16 in the league.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But at the end of it, he would admit there's definitely room to improve.
Here's Fields. That's taken in by Butler. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
There's a short one caught by Fannin. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Across Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Kicking the balls are one best for you. You know what else you're looking for? So who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
First down, right back to Judkins. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be. Right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
On first down is Judkins. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3. Here we go.
Here's Fields. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bottling him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Out of the gun, Fields. Touchdown! Jerry Jeudy, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight.
His kick is good.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
70.
Throwing to start the drive. Hightower. They'll get this complete to Calvin Austin. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. They'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. So first drive here, the first time that we've called a big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. A great effort there. 34 yards. And the Steelers are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. And after a break down the middle. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll, given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 4. On the zone read, this is Jenkins. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Here we go, son.
Now it's Fields. Now he'll take this and run. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gives him a 1st down.
Give him a little extra credit there. His head was cool as the play broke down. Didn't force a throw. And in the end, got to show off his athleticism with a nice gain to bring up a new set of downs.
Here we go, son. Right.
An inside run to Jenkins. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. Nice run there, 9 yards. And it'll be 2nd down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off. One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
He'll try to pick it up himself. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down.
Here we go. 3-19, direct cut. Set.
They snap it to Fields. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they enter play here in this one on a 2-game win streak, plus they come off the open week as well. So this is a team that has a lot of things working in their favor.
It certainly is, and let's face it, this team is playing so well. The worry now is that after a few extra days off, they'll be sluggish coming into this game. So I've heard that they spent more time in practice working what they call good versus good, starting offense versus starting defense. They want a fast start in this next game.
These two teams all tied after one. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. Now run straight ahead with Will. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. The Steelers at 6-3 on the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well, because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
He's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Kwity Paye getting in there and burying him behind the line. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Looking to throw. Hightower. Now he's going to step up and run. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
Well, here's your first example of how this guy can beat you in more ways than one, because they took away his arm. But he was more than happy to dissect it with his legs for that first down pickup.
A couple of first downs has the football position at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. On the give, it's Warren. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
About the job there on the outside. Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
2nd and 11. Now this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield, and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
Here we go, here we go. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he can't escape, and down he goes. In for the sack, Myles Garrett. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them, but go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You've got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Here we go, son.
Fields now to throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he can't find any way to go with it. And he goes down. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's second down. Fields. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he'll just get rid of it.
What a sequence there defensively. You get the sack to move him to 3rd and long. Then here, just nothing available. And he's got to throw it away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Fields. Well, that's going to be incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
The Browns send out their punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Down the numbers. There he goes. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Mark that down as a punt return of 78 yards. And the Steelers have taken the lead.
When you get a guy that fast back there to receive punts, that's a nightmare for the guy game planning, the special teams coach. It's also a nightmare for the punter. Sometimes they get so nervous that they miss-hit the ball and kick it right to him.
So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Out, let's go. Angel. Out.
In motion, Hill. Now Fields. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Patrick Queen. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Ready, go!
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. They'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down. These two teams met up earlier in the year, back in Week 4, and it was the visiting Steelers who came away victorious, so they'll look to claim the season series with a win here in Pittsburgh.
Let's go! Ready?
Here's a 2nd and 7. Completes it to Austin. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Steeler 1st down with a pickup of 11 yards. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Browns are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. Browns drive about to get started. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 14. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a 1st down. The only problem now in the home, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
Ball at the 14 for 2nd and 5.
Here we go. Green 19, get to that.
They'll stay on the ground with Jenkins. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Here is 3rd and 5.
Here we go.
To throw is Fields. Working the middle of the field, he's got him incomplete. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the 1st down. And that's what he just did.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this 1st half. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And get this into the hands of Hill, complete. 34 yards that time.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver. And as this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Fields. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
This short pass into the hands of Njoku. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a 1st.
1st down. A gain of 16 yards.
Here we go.
1st down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
A quick throw caught out wide by Judy. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this 1st half.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Go.
Again, Fields. This one is complete to Jenkins. Missed. This will not go down. And they work this near the 5. Will be stopped at the 6. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit.
A 23-yard attempt.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So tied for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic. I think at the half that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help him out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
And he slings one that's incomplete.
I can assure you, setting up a screen is much more difficult than it appears. It requires excellent timing from everyone on the offense, and a defense's #1 goal is to throw that timing off.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
They'll look to throw again. He'll take a shot to the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Try to dial up the longer way out there, but it'll be third down.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go over the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Here we go, here we go. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. 70 Timberwolves. Ready.
They'll try to do this himself. And a good job defensively. They stopped him short of the first at the 32. Give him a gain of 6 on the keeper, but it still brings up 4th. And his kick is indeed good. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter.
319, let's not.
They'll start on the ground with Jenkins. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Here we go, son. 319, let's not.
From the 39, Fields. And he takes a shot on the release, as this will be incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
And he is going to have the Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's good for the Browns. First down.
Here we go.
A gain of 17 yards.
They'll run from the gun. It's Jenkins. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Once again, Jenkins. And he's going to get down to the 33-yard line. 75 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
First down.
A shotgun snap, Fields. That's to his running back, Quinshon Judkins. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. Look at a nice little drive brewing right here.
Here we go. 222. Right.
Here's Fields. He's got Njoku over the middle. And he's going to get forward for a couple before he is banged down hard at the end.
Well, he made that catch knowing full well that at the end of it, he's going to catch a pretty good lick.
I guess if there's anyone on this team that can absorb a pop, it's him.
No mas. Extend. Right.
To throw again on 2nd down. Fields. And he's got it. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. David Njoku from 13 yards out. And the Browns are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point right down the middle. And that will level the playing field at 17 all. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line to the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. We got a brand new ball game all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. And boy, showing how tough he can be to bring down, just fighting his way forward to pick up 7 yards.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short the sticks.
And he will have the Steelers first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
Going across the formation, he finds Freiermuth. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Freiermuth, 51 yards. And the Steelers have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the third quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. They definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Here we go, son. Right.
Here's Fields. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here to start the fourth.
Press. Punch right. Here we go. Hey, Ken. Turbos. Hey, 551. Hey, Ken.
Back to throw now on first down. They'll swing this out to Jenkins. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that will bring up second down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up second and
11. West right,
39-yard line.
Out. Bunch right. Right.
Looking to throw. Fields. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And Fields will have the first down before sliding to a hole to avoid the contact. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Fields. He's going to go down here. A sack. They push him back to the 34. Here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, Monday. Right.
Operating from the gun, Fields. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he wisely will throw that one away.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 10. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. And that's going to be caught for the Browns. Touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 33 yards. And the Browns are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. Boy, what a start to the week this has been. All tied 4th quarter as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try and grab that lead back. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Dragon 60.
Back to throw. Hightower. Got his man. It's Warren. Calling a gain of 6 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for offense.
And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 31-yard line.
The Steelers first down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Ready.
Handoff for Warren. And he's down into the red zone at the 15 after a gain of 15. 1st and 10.
4 yards.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Fighting through pressure. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. And wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble. And it's 2nd down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired, while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
Warren will try the right side. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3.
Let's go.
And he hits it in stride. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Pat Freiermuth, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Steelers answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. Looking to put a drive together.
Here you go.
Now it's Fields. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And that last throw right there putting him already over 3,000 passing yards now for the campaign.
And given where we are in the season, Brandon, you have to think to yourself, if he stays healthy, I think 4,000's a given. I think 5,000 is not out of the question if he stays hot.
Easy.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Right back to Njoku. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we got a 1-score game. Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. From the gun, here's Fields. That'll be caught by Hill. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. And the catches for him, they just keep piling up. Charles, that's got 1,031 catches for his career. Ties him with Steve Smith.
Yeah, and he plays the game the same way Steve did, with pride, with determination, some would say with anger. And that edge has given him the ability to catch 1,031 passes.
Hey, Ken.
Back to throw, Fields. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it.
I think the defense surprised him going down the inside, first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
2nd down, goal to go. Jumpkins going to run it out of the gun. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 and a gain of 2. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This crowd doing all they can. Here's 3rd and goal.
Here we go. 3:19, just attack. Hey, Ken. Extend. Right.
Here's Fields. He'll try to pick it up himself. And Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Browns are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
Here we
The
go.
Browns will line up for the
3:19.
two-point conversion.
No mas.
All eyes on Fields. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. So a minute and change to go, and this is going to be an onside kick. And the this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now they're giving up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. As the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game.
Ready, set.
2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming.
70, Timberwolf.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. He'll let it fly for Austin. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. No going for two. They'll kick the point after. Point after, right down the middle. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a two-point conversion to tie it. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go. 19 wins, 19 wins. Here we go. Right.
Now Fields. As he throws there, incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, also surprised when he doesn't complete a pass like that, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Inside a minute to go. Here's 2nd and 10 now. Back to throw. Connecting with Hill. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. They may be a little short of the first down, but I thought that was the key.
Well, this crowd trying to force a false start here. 3rd and inches. He's back to throw. He'll try to pick it up himself. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So an ideal set of circumstances there. They move the chains, and they save that final timeout. That one checks all the boxes, doesn't it? You get the first down, check. Get out of bounds, stop the clock, check.
Well, how about one last check? Keep your quarterback from getting hit. That's a big check.
Yeah, check there as well. Good call. They'll look to throw. He gets this into the hands of Jenkins. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. He has been terrific today, hasn't he?
Yeah, absolutely. Running flawless 2-minute drill right here. This has been quarterbacking 101 with a flourish.
Back to throw. Now Fields going to run. And out of bounds right around the 20.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
Now 2nd and 4.
Hey, Cam. Here we go, son. 3-19, right.
He'll look to throw. Now Fields going to run. And this will be caught. Touchdown. So in the final minute here now, a 2-point conversion will tie the game.
The touchdown's massive, but now they've got to have 2 to possibly take this to overtime.
The Browns will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Fields trying to throw for it. And he will get in. The 2-point conversion is good, and we may be on our way to overtime. Everything was riding on that 2-point conversion, and they got it.
They got it. They now have the momentum. Time really dwindling in this game. Now their big deal is make sure they get a good kickoff and don't give up anything big on the defensive end.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. This is 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Hightower. And that not what they wanted. They lose yards on 1st down. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Now run with Warren. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
19, Tiger, 19, Tiger.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. That's pulled in by Wilson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Final whistle blows, and we need some extra time here to decide who will be the victor.
60 minutes, just not enough some days to decide who's going to win the game.
And here in overtime, a quick reminder, the game no longer ends following an offensive touchdown on the opening drive. Both sides will have the chance to possess the ball unless there's a defensive touchdown. In that case, the game will end right there. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Here we go.
And they get the ball first here in this overtime period. Remember, even if they score a touchdown, it's not over. There's always a chance to go and score a touchdown the other way, but they can certainly get a leg up with a solid drive here. And he takes it all the way down to the 132 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Yardage-wise, he's in the top handful of backs in the league so far this season. A great run there.
He's going to love that standing when it comes to contract time. But even more so, his team loves it because he gives them an identity and sets a tone.
A chance now to strike first in the overtime session and get a big leg up. 1st and goal. Johnson going to be stopped before he can get moving forward as he'll lose a couple back to the 5-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
A good display of power, but ultimately it gets him just inside the 5 to the 4 and no further. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. They've had some success here in overtime with this opening drive running the football right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you, and until they do, keep going back to that well you just spoke about. I think there's more water there available to them.
From the 4 now, 3rd and goal. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. He's had some big runs in this game. Not there, though.
But I don't think they're going to be deterred by that play right there. He's had some nice runs in the game. And how many times have we seen a good running back get stopped, yet turn it into something big on a later carry? I'd stay with him.
So they say forget the field goal and the lead. They're going for the win in OT here on 4th and goal.
70 Lions. Dragon 60.
Now a first throw here in overtime. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. He couldn't get the ball away on 4th and goal. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Their defense, they did the important thing. They got the stop. They didn't allow a point, but now they're backed up here pretty far, Charles. Going to need a significant drive to try to get into position for the game-winning field goal.
Yeah, partner, don't you think that defense is on the sidelines right now saying, don't come to us with your problems about where you're starting. We did the important part. We kept them off the board, kept us in the ball game. Find a way to maneuver it downfield, at least get into field goal range and get us a win.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they'll have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along.
First down.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Back to throw. Fields. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. They go back to that well. He's had a great game. Defensively, they haven't been able to stop him. Same thing here in overtime.
And sometimes that goes to the play caller's ego, because a lot of times you have so many different plays you want to call, but when you spot a matchup that's working for you or a player that has the hot hand, keep giving it to him. That tells me you're mature as a play caller, and it's working for them in overtime.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Next score wins, but remember, this will be a tie if the period ends with no scoring as they work on second down. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT.
Well, you know they had a third down play on standby just in case, but he says no need with that carry. Runs like that will continually earn him more work in this and future contests.
Stays on his feet. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right of the yard.
It's a gain of 9.
And I know you with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. And with just 9 seconds left in overtime, we get whistles and a timeout. From the 24 now, here's second down at a yard.
Hey, can't. Here we go.
Now Fields. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Now a timeout called for by the defense. It'll be their second and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's third and a yard.
Here we go. 3-19, guys, net. EQ. Go.
Fields. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
So that's it. No double overtime until the playoffs rolled around, so that means this one ends in a tie.
Yeah, that's ultimately unsatisfying for both teams, the fan bases, heck, for us.
We came here to see a winner, right?
We did.
Winner and a loser. We didn't get it. We end up with a tie. Everyone walks away. A little bit cranky on this one.
Man.
Yeah,
MEH, man. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.